Good morning and welcome to Kantipur TV HD. You're watching Kantipur Yoga and आजको episode मा चाहिँ हामी गर्छौं a pose, a very exciting pose called Wild Thing. Pose को नामै Wild Thing हो, and the Sanskrit name of the pose is Camatkarasana, and this asana is used to create free flow of the body and movement. So more than yoga asana चाहिँ, this is more of a movement practice and a flow and transition, not as much of an asana. If you only hold your this asana चाहिँ, then it can be counted as an asana. So if you use it transition जस्तो, like एउटा asana बाट अर्को asana जाने बेला चाहिँ, this is counted as a movement. The movement ko culture चाहिँ, it's slowly coming into Nepal now, very slowly. The movement is when you use your body in different ways to express yourself and relieve and create fluidity in the body. Starting warm up चाहिँ we have done it, so we can open हाम्रो chest, shoulders, back, little bit on the hips. So यो warm up गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ हाम्रो जिउ हल्का तन्किन्छ, which makes it easier to rotate our arms and move backwards. This is also counted if you advanced practice मा गर्न गयो भने चाहिँ this is also counted as a back bend. Otherwise normal practice गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ this is counted as a arm balance. So arm balance भनेको चाहिँ just to balance on your arms. Arm को strength, shoulder को strength तपाईलाई एकदम strong छ भने चाहिँ this asana is very easy for you to practice. And if you want to advance it a little bit, you can also go towards a pose called the wheel pose. So wheel pose is when you go back दुवै हात and then count it as a back bend. Advance practice को लागि मात्रै हो त्यो. So if you're a beginner, please do not try that unsupervised at all. So Camatkarasana ma चाहिँ what we do, हाम्रो starting pose can be downward facing dog or high plank. तपाईलाई high plank गर्नु छ भने चाहिँ you can do the high plank. If you want to make it a little easier for yourself, हल्का सजिलो बनाउनु छ भने चाहिँ we can move into our downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savasana, or we can move in towards हाम्रो plank pose, the Phalak Asana. So what we can do is hold गर्ने. Now the technical part चाहिँ के हो भन्नाले we come into the down dog. If we are doing the right side first, so down dog hold गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ हाम्रो body weight balance shift to the left leg. Left knee चाहिँ हल्का bend हुन्छ, micro bend भन्छ. So micro bend the knee little bit. Right leg हाम्रो extend हुन्छ माथि straight. So once you extend your right leg up towards the ceiling, हामीले right घुँडालाई चाहिँ in the air midway चाहिँ bend गर्ने हो, and then gently take the right leg down and press down to the floor. अब यसमा चाहिँ main trick is हाम्रो toes, all our 5 toes need to be touching down on the floor, and especially हाम्रो pinky toe, the small toe on our foot, needs to be pressing down into the floor. So basically चाहिँ guard दिने तल, like literally like a claw, like a paw, गाड्ने तल. So we will get our foot down and hold, get grasp of the floor. Now gently हाम्रो arm stable भइसकेपछि चाहिँ we will extend our right hand up. Now तपाईको back को mobility and flexibility को हिसाबले मात्रै जानु होला. If you would like to stay in a little bit side plank, you can stay in a side plank. तपाईले extend गरेर back bend गर्नु छ भने चाहिँ that is also possible. Restrictions छैन. The pose is called wild thing, so you can practice it however you like. Coming in, हाम्रो right side चाहिँ गर्यो, left side चाहिँ could be a little different किन generally हाम्रो yoga practice मा हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ one side could be हल्का stronger than the right side, or the left side could be stronger than the other side. See तपाईको कुन strongest side छ, but we will practice हाम्रो weakest side more. किन if suppose for example मेरो right side चाहिँ एकदम strong छ, मेरो ego ले चाहिँ मलाई भन्छ to practice the right side more किन that looks better. So हामीले चाहिँ के गर्छौं, ठ्याक्क त्यसको reverse गर्छौं. If my left side is weak, I will practice my left side first and then move to my right side. किन right side मा चाहिँ सजिलो छ भने चाहिँ त्यो त easy नै हुन्छ. Left side ले चाहिँ will get tired fast and then तपाईलाई balance गर्न चाहिँ गाह्रो हुन्छ. So we will practice the weakest side first. Coming into the third variation, मैले चाहिँ यो पाली चाहिँ हामीसँग props छैन, so we will use our own body as a prop. So coming into the wild thing, we will bend one leg and then do a back bend, halka support ko lai. If you would like to place your hand down on a chair, or if you would like to place your elbow on a chair, you can also do that. Right? Coming in to our variation, bent knee, we will gently take our hand out while keeping support of our knee down. दुवै साइडमा त्यसो रिपिट गरे हुन्छ, or you can just try the variation on one side. For example, तपाईको left side weak छ भने build strength, you can practice the variation on your left. तपाईको right side strong छ भने चाहिँ you can do the complete posture on the right side. Advanced practice गर्ने मान्छेहरुलाई चाहिँ we can do the wheel pose also. So downward facing dog बाट चाहिँ हामीले wild thing गर्ने, Camatkarasana गर्ने. Camatkarasana पछि चाहिँ we can do the wheel pose. Wheel pose is required. You can touch both your hands down. मैले देखा जस्तै you can go all the way into the wheel pose, form a nice C shape, or you can just do halka एउटा touch down, come back up and then practice on the other side. Again तपाईले notice गर्नुहुन्छ, just in case तपाईको chest, shoulder and back tight छ भने चाहिँ तल गएर touch गर्न चाहिँ गाह्रो हुन सक्छ. So तपाईको fitness level and तपाईको mobility को हिसाबले चाहिँ gauge गरेर then move into the pose. If you try and push yourself more than necessary, injuries चाहिँ हुन सक्छ because our arms are very delicate. Okay, now second tip is to make sure हाम्रो palms are grounded on the floor correctly. So if you are only placing your fingers on the floor, तपाईलाई injury हुन सक्छ, injury हुने chances चाहिँ धेरै बढ्छ if you're only using your fingertips to place, कि if you're bending your fingertips and holding your entire body weight तपाईको टिप्समा मात्रै. So what we'll focus on, if this is the floor, we will make sure हाम्रो palms and wrist are nice and out and wide to press down into the floor. अब अर्को कुरा चाहिँ एउटा टिप to make sure is तपाईले आफ्नो palm तल प्लेस गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ since this is an arm balance, एउटा armमा balance गरिरहेछौँ हाम्रो entire body weight. So के गर्छौँ is when you place your palms down onto the floor, make sure the bodyको weight, the upper body weight is falling mainly on the L shape of the palm, and then the entire palm is pressing down. This ensures कि तपाईको elbows चाहिँ overextend नहोस्. So keeping these tips in your mind, we will practice the asana. Limitations of the practice: who should not do this asana practice? Anybody with arm injuries, shoulder injuries, slip disc, spondylitis, and cervical issues should not do this back bend and back practice. If you are pregnant, that you can use a variation, that is not a problem. This is fine to do. It's completely okay to practice. If you have a lumbar spine issue, avoid the wheel pose. So the advanced variation मा चाहिँ जुन हामी तल जान्छौँ all the way down, avoid that asana if you have a lower back issue or lumbar spine भन्छ. So if you have a lumbar spine issue चाहिँ avoid this asana. Benefits of this asana are multiple. This helps हाम्रो arm को strength, हामीलाई arms and upper body and shoulder strength लाई increase गर्छ. This works on हाम्रो mobility and flexibility. This also helps our mind feel calm. So if you're practicing this outside in the open on the grass, this really helps you feel like in touch with the forest, with the grass, with the floor. Grounding exercise पनि हो यो. So you can really practice this. If तपाईलाई focus गर्न गाह्रो हुन्छ कि त तपाईको mind is overactive अनि it's fine, you're finding it hard to focus on your mat, this is a good way to practice because this brings our mind, body and breath to connect. So we will make sure one thing is we are not holding our breath. Entire asana and flow practice मा चाहिँ we are breathing in and breathing out very normally, very naturally. केही control गर्नु पर्दैन, केही रोक्नु पर्दैन सास. We can just keep it flowing very naturally. So आजको episode मा चाहिँ हामीले गर्यो warm up for the Camatkarasana and then a cool down for the Camatkarasana, which was the child's pose. Child's pose is a thakka counter of the back bend. So if you're bending forward, then the counter is to bend back. If you're bending back, the counter is to bend forward. Thakka त्यसको opposite गर्ने, so it helps relieve the stress falling हाम्रो spine मा. So coming to the end of the episode, I hope you feel nice and free and your arms feel strong and you have had a very nice time practicing, feeling free and fluid in your chest and shoulders. This exercise specifically, if you're trying to work on your heart chakra and if you're trying to work on your meditation for the heart space, practicing this asana during your flow is very helpful. So you can also try that. Thank you so much for joining today's episode, and I will see you again tomorrow with another flow. Thank you so much.